This is an article from The Independent from just last week, and the title of the thing is "No, we can't ignore Adam Sandler's knee-touching incident. This is the everyday sexism women put up with." The subheading, "Long gone are the days when women will accept the kind of old-school gentleman that holds open the door for you with one hand and slaps your bum with the other." And this is by one Rachel Revesz, and it's, like I say, it's from last week. And there's a clip incorporated into the article which you can watch of Sandler on Graham Norton's show. He's got two women to his left, one to his right, and the one whose knee he touches apparently called Claire Foy. I don't know who she is, but he touched her knee and she took his hand off it, and then he put his hand back on. But he wasn't being a perv or anything like that. So I'd just like to know if this woman's just jumping on this bandwagon now, this hysteria that women are now creating right throughout the world. They started off with Harvey Weinstein, and then of course moved on to Kevin Spacey, and then all of a sudden explosions of allegations from female MPs, members of parliament, female politicians, female actresses, loads of people just trying to jump on the bandwagon. And it's degrading to people who actually are assaulted, because I don't believe half of these bloody people. But this is on TV, for goodness sakes. Anyway, this is what she writes. "Apparently Adam Sandler didn't get the memo. Touching people without their consent is not okay, even if you mean it as a friendly gesture. The actor has come under fire for placing a hand on Claire Foy's knee twice while telling an anecdote on the Graham Norton show, despite her making a clear sign for him to remove it. Claire Foy's spokesperson, Independent. Are you so far gone now with all your articles about sexism that you don't even know the difference between a fucking man and a woman anymore?" Anyway, the spokesperson revealed that she had not been offended by the event. Okay, well, it should be end of story right there, but obviously not. Nonetheless, she continues, Sandler's actions, she's made my voice go hoarse straight away. Sandler's actions are a telling indicator of a casual indifference to another woman's personal space, whether or not at some point out he also touched Dustin Hoffman's knee on another television show. Well, I don't know which show that was, but Dustin Hoffman appeared on Graham Norton's show, and he was with Jennifer Aniston and Jason Bateman and a British actress that he'd made some film with, whose name I forget. And there was a clip shown of Dustin Hoffman and Jason Bateman at a football match in the United States. And Dustin Hoffman revealed that he kept getting this camera on him that they, in the half time or whatever, they put the camera on him and his wife, and Jason Bateman was there apparently with his wife, and Dustin Hoffman was always being expected to kiss his wife, and he got fed up of it. So instead, he just kissed Jason Bateman right on the mouth, and they showed the clip, and everyone laughed. No one gave a shit. And talking about Dustin Hoffman again, he appeared on the David Letterman show, and these clips are all available on YouTube, by the way. He was on the Letterman show on the same day that One Direction were on the show, the former British boy band, whatever, and he walked onto the set whilst they were talking, and he just grabbed one of the boys by their face and just kissed him smack on the lips. Now the kid was over age and clearly didn't give a shit. No one did. Everyone laughed. And still on One Direction, they appeared on the Ellen show. I think they appeared there on a few occasions, again available on YouTube, and they were felt up. They were stood there in a line, and Ellen had some of their fans blindfolded, female fans, and the female fans had to decide which member was which by frankly groping them. And again, there was an incident on the Ellen show. Because I don't own a TV, I get all this stuff on clips that I see now and then. But there was some guests she had on. I don't know, he was an actor or a model or both, and he was peddling a line of clothing, including boxer shorts, underwear, and she just asked him to drop his trousers. And whilst he was dropping his trousers, she started unbuttoning his shirt. Did anyone give a shit? No. I don't give a damn about these incidents. It's the same with David Beckham on the Ellen show. She was asking him if he'd care to take off any of his clothing. No one gives a shit about it when it's men, and probably most women don't give a shit about it unless they're wound up by reading articles like this and they actually take them seriously. It's the double standards and the hypocrisy of so many people. So many people have said, how many years does this have to go on? Milo has quite correctly pointed out that the mainstream media are just completely out of touch with what real people think, but they're just continually doing this narrative, it's non-fucking stop, and they almost certainly know through their own comment section that people are sick of it. It's almost as if they've been tasked by some force, globalist force. It's as if they've been tasked to just get men. And when it comes to the Frankfurt School, one of their tactics when it came to destroying capitalist societies in order to communise them wasn't just the creation of identity politics or cultural Marxism. One of the ways to destroy a society, pardon me for being hoarse, but it's this. That's how angry this has made me. One of part of their method was critical theory, and part of that involved, in order to destroy the society, you focus on all the things that hold a society together, and you attack them incessantly. You never, ever, ever stop. You can change the goalposts slightly, but you continually attack them, whether it's attacking the police as part of the establishment, or the church, or the media, and the media have contaminated themselves and they're open now for attack. You get people to hate politicians, and you attack men, and by attacking men you're attacking women and children, and you are destroying the family, which of course Marx and Engels wanted. Communists always want that. And the people, ironically enough, who are in control of this, the huge globalists, huge corporations and the international bankers, they're all super rich capitalists. And I can't remember the name of a congressman, but he mentioned in 1970 or 71 that he'd noticed that super rich capitalists were using communist methods to destroy society. I've gone way off on a tangent from this article. I'm just going to briefly go through some of the rest of it. There is also a danger that during this watershed news cycle, where famous men are falling like flies as they are accused of rape, sexual abuse and harassment, we overlook the persistent undercurrent of insidious sexism. What a bunch of hypocritical shit. Men have been accused of rape, sexual abuse, harassment, stalking, paedophilia, domestic violence for fucking decades, for as long as I can remember, by the mainstream media. Moving down. We should not dismiss the incident, but because it is not the first time a male guest has made a cringeworthy remark or displayed inappropriate behaviour on the Graham Norton show. I will always remember the host bringing out a game for the guests to play, and Olga Kurilenko asked if she should get on her knees to get closer to the table. Please do, quipped Gerard Butler. She actually said, should I stand on my knees? Her English is very good but not perfect. Again, I saw this on YouTube. Everyone laughed, including the actress, but I can't help wondering what it would feel like to be so belittled and sexual. She wasn't belittled or sexualized on television. Earlier on in that particular episode, she was commenting on, she was brought up in Ukraine, I think she said, and she was talking about the diet of cabbage that she ate, and she said, and she indicated to her breasts, she said it's supposed to make girls fit, she said. What she was wanted to say was it's supposed to give them big boobs. I mean, what the fuck is wrong with this bloody woman who writes this? So I'm past the point now where I can't even make jokes about the damn things because they make me so bloody angry, because this is not a joke. And she goes on to say that she doesn't feel sorry for Adam Sandler. She doesn't feel sorry for Matt Damon over something or other. And I'm gonna leave the link to the article in the comment section, pin it to the top, but I'm also gonna leave a link to the Graham Norton show from here on YouTube that I've just dug up now. And this is the Graham Norton show with Matt Damon, Bill Murray, Hugh Bonneville, and a British singer called Paloma Faith. What I'm going to do is, Paloma Faith here has just finished off singing her song, and she's just entered stage to sit down on the couch with Graham Norton and the boys. And I'm going to give you a brief running commentary of what happens, and I'd like to know what this woman from The Independent thinks of this disgraceful incident. So Faith enters stage. Bill Murray grabs her, seats him between Matt Damon and himself. She's just draped herself across all three of the guys. All three of the guys have got their hands all over her. And what's going to happen next? Oh, Bill Murray flips her upside down, so that her backside's on his thigh. Graham Norton intervenes right now. Paloma Faith, laughing her head off, sits down between Murray and Matt Damon with her legs wide open. And now she's talking to Graham. And Bill Murray, he just touched Paloma's knee. Paloma's grinning, clearly doesn't give a shit. And, now she's grabbed Bill Murray and Matt Damon by their shoulders and pulled them in, and she persuades Hugh Bonneville to come in, who's now grabbed her foot, and he's licking her boot. And you watch the rest of it if you like, guys. And Matt Damon goes on to say, "This is the best chat show I've ever been on." So I'll leave that link below, and both those links below. But these fucking women of the media, when will they ever learn? And they wonder why I don't know what the circulation of The Independent's doing right now, but when will they ever learn that they're destroying themselves? But then maybe that's the grand plan of the mainstream media, because I'll leave you with this thought. If the mainstream media implodes itself willfully, and all media is then concentrated on the internet, the government only needs to censor one source of information: the internet. Thank you.